amusement park portal. Here we are in Muskegon, Michigan, at Michigan's Adventure right here behind me. So we only have 3 hours to check out this park because they have some really short hours today. They're only open till 6 and we didn't get here till like 3. So we're gonna go inside and pack as much as we can into this video. Let's go. All right, just inside the park, this looks a little familiar. They have a Coasters Drive-In. Like a lot of the other Cedar Fair parks have these as well. I know Valley Fair, Cedar Point, I think Dorney Park has one. Oh gosh, where am I missing? Maybe Worlds of Fun has one as well. So quite a few of the Cedar Fair parks have these with the classic cars out front. They have like burgers, malts, chicken tenders, those type of deals inside there. So we're gonna go inside and grab a bite to eat before we start riding. And I see our first ride today might be Corkscrew right over here, so which just received a new paint job I think last year, and it's looking really good. So I'm gonna grab a bite to eat and then we're gonna start riding. Hey, look, Cedar Point, they have a toppings bar here. Ah, look. All right, this is what I decided to eat today here at Coasters Diner. I got the burger. Looks really good. It's a double burger with cheese, and of course I visited the toppings bar, which really makes the burger that much better. And I went with the onion rings. Now you could either get the onion rings, french fries, they have mac and cheese today also. The other options they have here, they have chicken tenders. I believe they had some kind of chicken sandwich up there as well. Grilled chicken sandwich as well. So if you're at Michigan Adventure, this is what your options are at Coasters Diner. All right, about to go ride this classic Aero Corkscrew here at Michigan's Adventure. Let's go. Got off the Corkscrew here at Michigan Adventure, and well, it's definitely an Aero Corkscrew. Although I gotta say, it's not as bad as some of them I've been on. This one really wasn't too bad. There's no headbanging going on. The restraints are below my ears and that, so it doesn't really bother me too much, but I could see if you're a shorter person, it may bother you. But yeah, Corkscrew here at Michigan Adventure. All right, unfortunately the carousel isn't quite ready for the season yet, but it's really interesting looking at all these parts scattered out here for it. You got like these gear things that make the horses go up and down that they connect to. You got all the lighted scenery pieces here, and this is the frame of the actual ride. And another thing they're working on here, it's a new addition right here next to Midway Munchies. It looks like they're expanding the location. I'm not sure what they're doing here, but it's good to see progress nonetheless. So this may be a new place to eat or drink, I don't know. No announcement's been made yet. All right, we're heading over to the Mad Mouse Coaster here at Michigan Adventure. Now the one thing about this has the longest line of any ride in the park, just for the fact they're only running one train at a time on the course. I'm not sure what the reasoning for that is, but yeah, one at a time. So we're gonna bite the bullet, get in line for this, and I'll let you know how it is. Okay, we just got off the Mouse Coaster here, and oh my god, the wait for this ride is painfully slow, and the ride itself is just as painful. But yeah, they're only sending one train around at a time, one car around I should say, not train. And then once you come back into the station, the other car's still waiting, and it's a good 2 minutes before they send the next train. So it's like there's only one train running the course every like 4 or 5 minutes. Not good. I don't know what's going on with this Mouse Coaster, but they definitely need to get that fixed. All right, here we are at the corner store at Michigan Adventure, kind of just down from the Mouse Coaster here. So we're gonna go inside and see what kind of merch they have. Right in here, past the copyrighted music. All right, we got Michigan Adventure hoodies and shirts. These are like 25 bucks a piece. And we have, sorry. We have more hoodies right here. These are 60 bucks a piece for the hoodies. And we also have some Michigan Adventure cups. Now I've seen these at Cedar Point like this, where they have all the different rides featured on it. These are pretty cool. And this is $22. So we have some shot glasses here with the classic Michigan Adventure logo on it. This is like pre-Cedar Fair / Six Flags, but yeah, there's a price on those. They also have coffee cups as well down there. And some more Michigan Adventure swag. We got a bandana. And we got a Thunderhawk hat here that you could lose on the ride when you wear it on it. Thunderhawk shirts, a variety of colors. This is cool. They actually have some kids hoodies and shirts with the old Michigan Adventure. And don't worry, they got adult sizes as well. Right here, look at this. This is cool. Although I don't do well with white shirts because as soon as I put it on, I always spill something on it and it just gets ruined. So I try to avoid white shirts and get darker colors, but this is really cool. Right here, 50 bucks for that. And then they also have like the drink cups here. These are $35 for those. Hats. And we got some more Michigan Adventure stuff. And looks like they even have shorts, Michigan Adventure shorts. Some more stuff here. Sunglasses. Michigan Adventure cat pillow. And we have some more Thunderhawk stuff up here as well. It's funny, they're going like the Disney way of pricing things with the colors and that. See how much they are. And we have more, this is more kid shirts over here. Kid stuff. But they do have these magnets over here. And like a half cup magnet, that's kind of cool, different. Take a look at some of the magnets here. They got Shivering Timbers, and there's the price for them. They're all different colors. And there he jumped on the freeze-dried candy wagon here too. You got that, no price on that, however. And they have a selection of drinks and more magnets over here. And a bunch of toys. So yeah, what are the, I think these are the Squishmallows. Yeah, something like that. This is $42 for that. So yeah, that's a look inside the gift shop here at Michigan Adventure. Alright, many years ago, some of you may remember, they used to have a falling star ride, which used to be located right over here next to the flying trapeze. So, but they do have some older flats here, but they have a good selection of flats. I mean, you got a Trabant ride over here, we got a Tilt-A-Whirl, you got a Thunderbolt ride over here, and of course the log ride. Where'd the top go? To the Thunderbolt. It's missing. Alright, I believe this is new this year. I don't recall them ever having a freestyle machine at Michigan Adventure, but they do. And we also have ices over here as well. So, but more importantly, I've heard that Shivering Timbers received a bunch of track work this off season. So we're gonna go check it out right now. I hear it's running great and that they removed those potholes at the bottom of the hills. So this has always been one of my favorite wooden coasters. So I'm excited to get back on it and see the changes they made. Just got off Shivering Timbers, and definitely a much better ride than it was the last couple of years. Those potholes at the bottom of those couple of hills have been removed. They fixed them. It's good. You can definitely tell the transition between the retracked areas and the old track, but it's a great ride. We got several pops of airtime on there. There's no potholes. It was a little rough in spots, but not unbearable. So good job, Michigan Adventures with Shivering Timbers. We'll go ride it again. All right, gotta say, walking around this park, it's very clean. They've really, it's a really well-kept park. There's flowers everywhere. There's no trash laying around, nothing like that. There's lots of shaded areas. Very nice. And it's not a very big park, but for what they, their size, they fit a lot in here. Here's a map of the park right here. You can pause it if you need to. There you go. All right, let's go check out the ride. The log, what is this, a Loggers Run? Yeah, the log ride here at Michigan Adventure, Loggers Run. All right, just got off the log flume right here behind me. I like log flumes. You don't get soaked. You get an appropriate amount of wetness. Look at this is about as wet as I got. I got a little bit on my arm and a couple of splashes that are pretty much already dried up. I love log flumes. I wish parks would start bringing them back because they're definitely a great option if you don't want to get soaked, but you just want to get a little splash of water on you to cool you off, and they're fun. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. All right, here at Michigan's Adventure, you can pan for gold or jewels, not real gold, but like fake gold and all these crystals and gems. You can buy the bags here. Here's the prices. It starts out at 13 bucks. It goes all the way up to $65 for the big bag right here. And you just buy that. You come on out here and you can pan for gold right over here across the way. Got you covered. Another one thing I wanted to show right here in the gift shop really quick too is they do have the coaster dynamics of Shivering Timbers. Look at that. Pretty cool. So if you're into the coaster dynamics, this is a must-have for your collection. All right, the Wolverine Wildcat. Now last year they replaced part of the track here with the Titan track. And I was just told that this year they've replaced another section with Titan track. So that's awesome. This has always been a decent coaster. A lot of people said it was rough, but it was a little rough, but it wasn't crazy rough. So I've never really had too many complaints with this coaster, but some people have. So let's go check it out and see how that new Titan track is. I just got off the Wolverine Wildcat and wow, what a ride. Amazing. Where they replaced the Titan track, it is glass smooth, and the rest of the ride's not so bad either. I mean, you can definitely tell the sections that they had the Titan track in, but even like I said, the rest of the ride, not bad at all. Towards the very end of the ride, there's a couple little rough patches, but definitely not unbearable. It's a wooden coaster. I mean, so I'm totally impressed with this ride. I'm gonna go ride it a couple more times. All right, just a heads up, if you're coming to Michigan Adventure and you had the Fun Picks through Cedar Fair, they do not accept it here. Even though they do on-ride photos, it is through a third party, a different company. I believe it's called Cayman's. So if you'd like your on-ride photo, you're gonna have to purchase them individually. They do not accept the Fun Picks program here at the park. For a second meal today, my son went with the Italian sub right here over at Wagon Wheel Pizza, right next to the Thunderbolt over here, and wow, it looks pretty good. It also comes with a couple breadsticks as well. He's got 2 halves here, so wow, I wish I would have known about that. I would have got it earlier. It's a good option to have at the park.
Like to race down and run to the next stop. Thanks for riding the railway. Adventure, you may now exit.
Here we are in front of the Thunderhawk coaster at Geauga Lake. Now, this is probably the only SLC coaster around that I don't look forward or not look forward to riding. I mean, this one's not too bad. This is probably the best SLC coaster I've been on out of all of them. And many of you know this came from Geauga Lake several years ago. When Geauga Lake closed down, they sent Thunderhawk over to Michigan Adventure. It's a perfect fit for this park. They needed a standout steel coaster. So without further ado, let's go ride Thunderhawk. got off Thunderhawk here at Michigan Adventure, the park's SLC coaster. Not bad. Again, I probably think it's the best SLC coaster there is running right now. I don't know what they do to this one to make it different from the others, but it works. And just a side note also, they are running both trains on Thunderhawk currently, which is the first time I've seen that, I believe, since the year it opened. So they got both trains running right now, which is a great thing. So yeah, Thunderhawk. All right, this ride always kind of intrigued me a little bit, the Hydro Blaster. It's like a water ride. You sit on like a mat and you go down right here. However, it's in the amusement park portion of the park. It's not in the water park, which is kind of interesting. But normally you don't see things like this outside of a water park. So I just kind of find it interesting. One of the things about Michigan's Adventure makes it a beautiful park is this big lake in the middle right here. You can see Wolverine Wildcat here, which we went on earlier, and you can also see Thunderhawk here from Jogga Lake. It's a perfect setting right on the water like that. And you got the swan boats over here, and also those swan boats used to call Cedar Point home, but now Maverick kind of occupies the area where they used to go. But beautiful lake right here in the middle of the park. All right, the park just closed and there's no kids over here, so I thought it'd be a great time to show off the Camp Snoopy area of the park. Now this is new a couple years ago, and I did do a video on it. So if you go back in time a couple years on our YouTube channel here, you can see that video where we highlighted it when it first opened. But here's a look at some of the rides and that they have here.
Michigan's Adventure is now closed for the day. From our family to yours,
yeah,
we hope to see you back here real soon for more adventures.
They got the Camp Snoopy camp bus.
We wish you safe travels. And a good
There's a good photo op right there with Snoopy himself in Woodstock. And something new is going in right here. I'm not sure what, but possibly a meet and greet, because it looks like they do have a meet and greet area here. And this is going to be a new covered meet and greet area. Now this coaster over here is the Woodstock Express. We didn't get on it today. I mean, it is a kids coaster. We were more interested in the bigger coasters, but I'll show you real quick. Now this ride's been here a while. It wasn't always known as Woodstock Express. This was the Big Dipper coaster. It used to be located near the front of the park, but now they moved it in here and integrated it with the Camp Snoopy. Pretty cool. Pretty simple kids coaster. And over here in the background you see Zach's Zoomer, which is like a family wooden coaster. Kind of like, if you're familiar with Kings Island, like their Woodstock Express wooden coaster. It's kind of like that, similar to that. So we'll go over here. We have Beagle Scout Lookout, which is one of these, I believe it's the Zamperla balloon ride. Goes up, spins real slow, and kind of goes up this tower right here. Yeah, and here's the line for Woodstock Express right here. All right, and over here we got Pigpen's Mud Buggies. This is one of those little, they go around in a circle and they kind of bounce up and down type ride. Got right here. A lot of fun for the kiddos. And we have Peanuts, what is this, the Trailblazers, I believe it's called. Right here, which is like a, kind of like a whip ride. Like one of those old style like whip rides, but geared towards children. Not quite as fast as a traditional whip ride, but you get the idea. You've probably seen these before. All right, and over here by the entrance, the other entrance of Camp Snoopy, opposite the way we came in, you have the Snoopy canoe. And what's really cool is with you guys that have kids is they have a playground right here for your kids to burn off some energy. So like, my kids are a little older now, so they're not into this, but when they were younger, I appreciated stuff like this. It really helped out, and it's a good place for them to come burn off some energy, especially if they're not really into the rides so much yet. But yeah, it's Beagle Scout Acres, Camp Snoopy. And here is the other entrance to it right here. Take a quick look. There you go, and that's the Camp Snoopy here at Michigan's Adventure. I love how they just leave the trays of flowers in the ground. Awesome. All right, that's gonna do it here from Michigan's Adventure near Muskegon, Michigan. We had a wonderful day here. The weather was perfect. It was like in the low to mid 60s. There were no lines. Now granted, we didn't get here till like 3 o'clock and the park closes at 6. We got on every single coaster and a couple other things. We were able to eat our meals in that. The water park was closed today because of the weather, but that's okay. We're not really water park people anyway. But if you've never been to Michigan's Adventure, I highly recommend you come out this way and check it out. It's not the biggest park in the world. They don't have the most glamorous rides in the world, except for Shivering Timbers, I gotta say. That's an amazing coaster, but it's worth the drive if you're out in the area. So come out to Michigan's Adventure and check it out. And with that being said, that's all we got for you today. Thanks for watching our video, and please don't forget that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. And we'll see you guys out on the midways real soon.